Good morning, students. See page number 26, paragraph 2nd. After Akhenaten's death, a mysterious ruler named Samagare appeared briefly and excited with hardly a trace. देखिए appeared briefly, appeared means seen briefly. कुछ समय के लिए ये ruler भी आया. And excited with hardly a trace. Here the meaning of excited is disappeared, right? Disappeared with hardly a trace. What do you mean by trace? Here the meaning of trace is sign, right? And then a very young Tutankaten took the throne. And then a very young Tutankaten, जो अभी जिसके हम किंग टट की बात कर रहे हैं, ये एटन है. इसने क्योंकि ये डिवोटी था एमन गॉड का, that's why he changed his name to Tutankamen. देखिए अभी आएगा. Tutankaten took the throne, सिंहासन पर बैठ गया ये. King Tut as he widely known today. The boy king soon changed his name to Tutankamen. देखो, he soon changed his name to Tutankamen because he is the devotee of god Amun. He don't believe in the god Aten, right? So he changed his name to Tutankamen. Living image of Amun, and oversaw restoration of the old ways, and oversaw a, what do you mean by oversaw? Students, the meaning of oversaw is supervised a restoration. Here the meaning of restoration is bringing back of the old ways, full stop. He reigned for about 9 years. देखो, he reigned for about, he reigned, R-E-I-G-N-E-D, reigned means ruled, right? For about 9 years, he means he ruled for about 9 years then, and then died unexpectedly. Unexpectedly means death के लिए यूज हुआ है, तो unexpectedly means untimely death हो गई उसकी. Regardless of his fame and the speculations about his fate. Regardless of his fame. Regardless means without caring of his fame and the speculations about his fate. What do you mean by speculations? Students, the meaning of speculations is guess, अंदाजा लगाना about his fate. Tut is one mummy among many in Egypt. How many? No one knows. The Egyptian Mummy Project, which began an inventory in late 2003. Which began an inventory. What do you mean by inventory? Students, list of articles is known as inventory, right? वैसे industrial language में अगर हम बात करें तो raw material is also known as inventory. Has recorded almost 600 so far and is still counting. The next phase scanning the mummy. देखो जो next phase था. The mummies with a portable CT scan machine donated by the National Geographic Society and Siemens. Siemens is a company. Its manufacturer, King Tut, is one of the first mummies to be scanned in death and is in life, moving regally ahead of his countrymen. Regally means in a royal manner. In a royal manner means regally ahead of his countrymen. A CT machine scan the mummy. Scan means examine the mummy head to toe, creating 1700 digital X-ray images in cross-section. Tut's head scanned in 0.62 millimeter slices to register its intricate structure. Students, जो intricate word है, intricate means complex, तो यहाँ structure कैसा है? Complex है. Takes on eerie detail in the, देखो eerie means strange detail in the resulting image. Here the meaning of resulting is final image, right? With Tut's entire body similarly recorded, a team of specialists in radiology. स्पेशलिस्ट इन रेडियोलॉजी. रेडियोलॉजी क्या होता है? रेडियम ट्रीटमेंट जो होता है, स्टूडेंट्स आपने पढ़ा होगा साइंस में, रेडियम ट्रीटमेंट जो है रेडियोलॉजी कहलाता है. फॉरेंसिक मैंने अभी आपको बताया था. एंड एनाटॉमी बिगिन टू प्रॉब द सीक्रेट्स दैट विंग्ड goddesses, winged means पंखों वाली, having wings, goddesses of a gilded burial shrine protected for so long. ध्यान से सुनना, shrine protected for so long. Gilded means मैंने बताया था अभी आपको covered with gold. Burial shrine, shrine क्या होता है? आपने देखा होगा, हम वैष्णो देवी जाते हैं, वैष्णो देवी की जो हमें पैकेट मिलता है उस पर लिखा होता है वैष्णो देवी श्राइन बोर्ड. ये वही वर्ड है श्राइन, क्योंकि वो श्राइन मीन्स ए प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप, और हम वैष्णो देवी जाते हैं तो वो इट्स ए प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप. दैट्स व्हाई द मीनिंग ऑफ श्राइन इज प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप. श्राइन प्रोटेक्टेड फॉर सो लॉन्ग. हियर द मीनिंग ऑफ प्रोटेक्टेड इज सेव्ड. द नाइट ऑफ द स्कैन, ध्यान सुनना, द नाइट ऑफ द स्कैन वर्कमैन कैरी Tut फ्रॉम द टॉम इन हिज बॉक्स. The night of the scan, workman carried Tut from the tomb in his box. The night of the scan, workman carried Tut from the tomb in his box. Like pallbearers, they climbed a ramp and a flight of stairs into the swirling sand outside. देखिए, like pallbearers, they climb. Pallbearers क्या होते हैं? Those who carry coffins is known as pallbearers, right? जो कफन को लेके चलते हैं, ताबूत को लेके. They climbed a ramp. Here the meaning of ramp is sloping area and a flight of stairs into the swirling sand. Swirling means जैसे भंवर की तरह चलती हुई is known as swirling. Then rose on a hydraulic lift into the trailer that held the scanner. Rose on a hydraulic. What do you mean by hydraulic? Students, the meaning of hydraulic is controlled and run by liquid is known as hydraulic. आपने सोचा होगा hydraulic machines भी हो, जैसे JCB machine. You heard about JCB? JCB machine is a hydraulic machine because it is controlled and run by liquid, right? Into the trailer. Into the trailer. What do you mean trailer, students? Students, trailer means unpowered vehicle pulled by another, right? Trailer that held the scanner. 20 minutes later, देखो, 20 minutes later, two men emerged. What do you mean emerged? Came out. ठीक है, वैसे emerged मतलब dawn भी बोल सकते हो, early morning is also known as emerged, but here the meaning of emerged is came out. Two men came out, sprinted for an office nearby. Sprinted means ran fast for an office nearby and returned with a pair of white plastic fence. The $1 million scanner had quit because, देखो, quit, why quit? Here the meaning of quit is left because of sand in a cooler fan. और इसको क्या कहा गया? देखिए, कहा गया curse of the pharaoh. Here the meaning of curse is evil blessing. हम कहते हैं ना, जैसे कोई चीज करा यार उसने तो श्राप दे दिया, that sort of thing. Evil blessings of the pharaoh. Jogged a guard nervously. एक गार्ड ने जो है जॉग किया कि भैया उसने तो हमें evil blessings दे दी हैं. Jogged a guard nervously. Nervously means feeling confused is known as nervously. Students, see page number 27. Eventually means finally, ultimately. The substitute fence worked well enough. What do you mean substitute? जैसे आपकी क्लास में टीचर नहीं आया, किसी और टीचर का एडजस्टमेंट लगा हुआ है, तो दैट टीचर इज ए सब्सटीट्यूट टीचर, मतलब अल्टरनेटिव. सो हियर द मीनिंग ऑफ सब्सटीट्यूट इज अल्टरनेटिव फेंस वर्कड वेल इनफ टू फिनिश द प्रोसीजर आफ्टर चेकिंग दैट नो डाटा हैड बीन लॉस्ट. आफ्टर चेकिंग दैट नो डाटा हैड बीन लॉस्ट, कॉमा. The technicians turned Tut over to the workman who carried him back to his tomb. Less than 3 hours after he was removed from his coffin, the pharaoh again rested in peace where the funerary priest had laid him so long ago. Again rested in peace where the funerary priest. What is funerary? Funerary priest वो होता है the priest who performs the funeral rites. The priest who performs the funeral rites, जो अंतिम संस्कार की प्रक्रिया को कराता है, that is known as funerary priest. Had laid him so long ago. Back in the trailer, a technician pulled up astonishing images. देखो pulled up means drew, खींची. क्या? Astonishing images. Astonishing means surprising, wonderful images of Tut on a computer screen. A grey hat took shape from a scattering of pixels. Scattering means बिखरी हुई क्या चीज? पिक्सल्स. पिक्सल्स मीन्स, स्टूडेंट्स आपने सुना होगा ना, जैसे 10 मेगापिक्सल कैमरा, 20 मेगापिक्सल कैमरा. पिक्सल्स होते हैं बेटा टिनी एरियाज ऑफ लाइट ऑन द कंप्यूटर इज नोन एज पिक्सल, राइट. And the technician spun and tilted it in every direction. And the technician spun and tilted. What means spun? Students, moved in a circle is known as spun, and tilted means twisted it in every direction. Neck vertebrae appeared as clearly. What do you mean neck vertebrae? Neck bone को बोलते हैं बेटा. Neck bone is known as neck vertebrae. Appeared as clearly as in an anatomy class, right? Other images revealed a hand, several views of the rib cage. Several views of the rib. Several views means, here the meaning of views is sight of the rib case. What do you mean by rib case? Students, chest bone case is known as rib case. And a transection of the skull. What do you mean transection? Students, cutting slantingly is known as transection, right? Slantingly जब हम उसको तिरछा काटते हैं, that is known as transection. किसको? Of the skull, जो खोपड़ी को बोलते हैं हम skull. But for now the pressure was off. Off means removed. Here the meaning of pressure was off is removed. Off means removed. Sitting back in his chair, Jai Hawass smiled. क्या कहते हैं Jai Hawass? Visibly relieved that nothing had gone seriously. Means this is the output, this is the feedback, this is the conclusion from the research that visibly means obviously, relieved means felt a relief that nothing had gone seriously wrong, कि उसके साथ कुछ गलत नहीं हुआ था किंग टट के साथ. I did not sleep last night, not for a second, he said. I was so worried, but now I think I will go and sleep. किसने बोला? Jai Hawass. Now see, मीन स्टूडेंट्स फाइनली जो कंक्लूजन निकल के आया है वो ये आया है कि देयर इज नथिंग अननेचुरल अबाउट किंग टट्स डेथ. हिज डेथ इज इन ए नेचुरल मोड. राइट, नाउ सी द लास्ट पैराग्राफ. By the time we left the trailer, descending metal stairs to the descending means coming down. Ascending order, descending order जो आप पढ़ते हैं मैथमेटिक्स में, that is known as descending में ऊपर से नीचे क्रम में हम आते हैं, तो मैंने बोला coming down, right? Metal stairs to the sandy ground. The wind had stopped. The winter air lay cold and still. Still means motionless. ठीक है ना, बिल्कुल जो हवा है वो बिल्कुल मोशनलेस हो गई है. एंड इन दिस वैली ऑफ द डिपार्टेड, देखो, इन दिस वैली ऑफ द डिपार्टेड. डिपार्टेड कौन होते हैं? डिपार्टेड मीन्स डेड. आपने 10th क्लास में एक चैप्टर भी पढ़ा था ड्रामा में, द डियर डिपार्टेड. डिपार्टेड मीन्स डेड, जो हमारे पास से चले गए हैं. जस्ट अबव द एंट्रेंस टू टट्स टॉम. और देखिए सीधा यही, just above the entrance means the way for entering is known as entrance. To Tut's tomb stood Orion. और Tut tomb का जो एंट्रेंस है वहां पे ऊपर कौन है? Orion. Orion कौन है? देखिए उसकी एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रखी है. The constellation that the ancient Egypt knew as the soul of Osiris. Orion कौन बता रहा है? The constellation. और constellation आपको पता है constellation क्या होता है? constellation आपने पढ़ा होगा साइंस में, जो है ज्योग्राफी में पढ़ते हो आप. कॉन्स्टलेशन होता है ग्रुप ऑफ स्टार्स, राइट? दैट द एंशियंट इजिप्टियंस न्यू एज द सोल ऑफ ऑसिरिस. अब ऑसिरिस कौन है स्टूडेंट्स? जो ऑसिरिस है दैट इज द गॉड ऑफ लाइफ आफ्टर डेथ, ठीक है ना. एंड इजिप्टियन गॉड समझ लो आप इसको. इजिप्ट में एक भगवान का नाम है, इट्स एन इजिप्टियन गॉड. उनका ऐसा मानना है कि इजिप्टियन न्यू एज द सोल ऑफ ऑसिरिस, की जो ये इसके टॉम के एंट्रेंस के ऊपर जो कॉन्स्टलेशन है, ये जो दिखते हैं, ये इसका सोल है, ऑसिरिस का सोल है. और ये सोल जो है, जो गॉड है, द गॉड ऑफ द आफ्टर लाइफ, ये क्या कर रहा है वहां पर? वॉचिंग ओवर द बॉय किंग मीन्स वॉचिंग ओवर किंग टट. वो किंग टट को देख रहा है. सो ऑसिरिस गॉड है and the constellation is a group of stars. So students, you see in this chapter discovering Tut, you see that how Howard Carter and having a research on King Tut's mummy, right? And the whole chapter shows that man is always curious to solve past mysteries, right? And man is always do something new. So finally I think the chapter is clear to you, and the whole chapter gives us a last message that man is always curious to solve past mysteries. Okay students, thank you very much.